Hello. It's been a long time since I've made a video. I do apologize, but life has been lifing. I look a hot mess, but I really needed to get that. I've been trying to get this video done for a week now, and it's an unboxing of some things. One thing I actually opened, and the rest of them I was like, no, I'm gonna be patient. It'll force me to make the video because I love to watch other people open their quilty stuff. So I'm gonna make this video about unboxing. Sorry, I look crazy because it's pouring. It's a beautiful, beautiful rainy day today, and I didn't have my umbrella, and I had my grandson who loves the rain, so we slowly walked through the rain. So hence my used to be curled little bangies. Not so much. Anyway, it's not about me, it's about the stuff. So the first one I'm going to open is from Laundry Basket Quilts. So I am part of a couple of blocks of the month. One is just supposed to be starting, so I'm opening this in hopes of it being what I thought it was, and it's not. But I am doing, I think I mentioned before that I was going to do a block of the month, a Monarch block of the month, and this is the 8th month. I think this might be the last one. I have to check. These blocks are huge. Next time I do a video, I'll have to show you one of the finished blocks, but they're like 20 something inches squared, and they're beautiful. It's applique. So that's getting my hands. So I love to do the cutting out, the ironing on, all that stuff. And then when it comes to the sewing, I'm like, oh, this takes so long to do the blanket stitch or the zigzag stitch. So I think next time I do something like this, I'm gonna do the raw edge. Like when I do my Lori Holtz, I might do raw edge. So that's that. I thought it was gonna be Stars Upon Stars. That is another quilt block of the month that I'm doing. I bought the pattern when it came out, and I tried to follow the videos, and it was too complicated. It was beyond what I thought I could do. And so she's redoing it. In case you're interested, go to Laundry Basket Quilts and sign up. It was supposed to start in September. However, I have not gotten it yet, but it's only October 2nd. So she kind of revamped the pattern a little bit so that there's no Y seams. Like you could do it with the Y seams, or you can do it this easier way. So I'm really interested in seeing that. Okay, so the next thing that I did open because I just couldn't wait is from Alice Caroline in England. She's from the UK, and she does all the Liberty fabrics. I think it's called tawny or something like that, the type of fabric it is. They're very, very expensive. So long story short, I was born in Lakenheath, which is close to London, and never been. So I'm kind of a little bit obsessed with all things UK, you know, all the things. And I wanted one of her quilt kits because I'm like, okay, she's from where I was born. I would love to get something from over there to create. And so for my birthday this year, my daughter Sienna spent a lot of money and got me this quilt kit. And this quilt kit is also meaningful because it's a new one by her, and it's named after her daughter, Sophie Grace, I think is what it is. Sophie Jane, sorry, it's the Sophie Jane quilt. Can you see that? It's so pretty. And on YouTube, I think it's called Stitching with Rachel or Rachel Stitches. She did this quilt. And look at the fabric, right? I mean, it comes with everything you need to make the quilt top and the binding. I'm only gonna take out one because I believe she has these in order. And she sends you little pieces of cloth. Let me see, I'm gonna try to get you to be able to see that. It's like almost, you can see through it a little bit. Like, can you see that? Can you see my nails through that? I don't know if you see what I'm seeing, but oh, and it feels like a rayon is what it feels like. That's the best way that I can describe this cotton. Oh, and it's just so pretty. So yay to Sienna. This was, I want also the medallion. There's a medallion quilt that when I first started wanting to quilt, there was a magazine. I have it somewhere. I don't know where it's at now because we've moved, so it's probably in the garage in my stuff. But there was the medallion quilt on the front of and that's why I bought the magazine. And I was looking at it and I was like, this is crazy. Like, who could make this? And I never realized until like a year or two ago that there is an actual kit. And it's by her, Alice Caroline. And it's like a $600 and something quilt kit. So that's my dream quilt. I will get that one day. But then she came out with this one. And it's similar. It looks a lot alike. And when you get this, you get the link to the video of Miss Alice actually doing, I don't know if that's her name. I think her name is Alice. Alice Caroline. I don't think that's the name of her company. I think that might be her name. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But her video shows you like you're just doing a row. Like first you do this and then you do those, right? And then you do that and then you do that. So it's repetition. So when you're learning a new block, you do it repeatedly to make that border, and it's just one border after another. So it's not as complicated as I thought. And I'm so excited about that. Okay, so there's that. And then I also got, here's all the colors. All the colors. Oh, they're so pretty. 50 fabrics. 50 different fabrics. These are the rest of them on the back. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a kit that had 50 fabrics. I am super excited. And now that I've opened it, I can get started on it. I also got, let me get these things out so you can see what this is. She sends like little like samples. I'm going to use these as enders and leaders. I got this. Oh, can you see that? Because I like to do English paper piecing and I love hexie work. So this is a needle book. Liberty Fabric needle case kit and instructions. And it's a little bit like advanced beginner, I guess is what they're calling it, because it has to do with some, English paper piecing and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to make that as well. Okay. Now, let me put this stuff away. It is officially fall. I love fall. I'm starting to decorate and get the fall vibes. I'm also getting a bug in my behind to, being that I'm in an apartment. When we lived in a house, I had a huge craft room. Like when you walked in my front door, all of that was my craft room. So it's really hard to be crammed in this little area. So what I'm gonna do is move right now, like I'm sitting at the kitchen table. It's a small round table. We really don't use it. People use it to drop stuff off on. It's like the catch-all table. So I'm gonna buy bar stools so they can eat at the counter. And I'm also gonna buy TV trays because we usually eat in the living room and stuff like that. Since it's an apartment, it's like really small. And move some stuff around in here to have a bigger craft area. Sorry for the dog barking. She barks at everything. So if you have a small area, a craft area, that's your sewing space, if you could like, I don't know, post something about it in the description box so that I can go and look and see what ideas you have, that would be helpful because I really want to make this my happy place. It's a mess. Like it's a mess over here. I have the 5x5 calyx shelves and now that looks like a mess because there's just not enough storage space. However, I probably don't need to have all the things I have in here. I could probably put some stuff in the garage that I know I'm not going to use. I think when I moved, we were in the house for 21 years. I think when I moved, I wanted to bring more stuff in here to try to help me emotionally with the loss of the house, if that makes sense. The more of my things that I had around, the more happier I thought I would be. But now I'm like, there's no room for me in here. So I have to make room. So if you have any ideas on how to do that, that would be very helpful. So this next one, I didn't even open, and it's from the Happy Little Stitch Shop. Oh, okay, so I'm not going to show that again because I accidentally had my address on there. Forgot to cover that up. Anyway, if you ever watched Little House on the Prairie, or still do because it is re-airing, this is, I don't know her real name. I forget her real name, but this is the Laura Ingalls, I think it's the Little House on the Prairie log cabin quilt kit. Super excited. This was another birthday gift at my request. Definitely what I wanted. It's very well packed. And there's a little card that says, "Thank you so much for your order. My family and I really appreciate your support of our happy little shop. We hope you will visit us again soon. Stay well and happy stitching." It's Angela from Happy Little Stitch Shop. She is so great. I love watching her stitch alongs and her reveals, and she works really closely with Lori Holt, so she's always showing the Lori Holt things. And it's so funny. I don't know how I come up as Admin Daniels. I'm going to have to change that because it says, "Thank you kindly, Admin Daniels," in her signature right there. So, yeah, go to Happy Little Stitch Shop on YouTube, and she has all the things. Okay, guys, here we go. Oh, when I tell you I fell in love with this quilt, and it was on the video, so you know, it doesn't do it justice, but look, okay, hold on. Let me make room. This is a lot going on over here. Okay, look at the packaging. Wow, 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 wow. Are you like me, and when you get things like this, you're like, I don't even want to open it. It's so pretty. Designed by Modern Prairie. It's Laura's Log Cabin is what it's called. And it's Riley Blake design. Includes the pattern, the fabric for the quilt top, and the binding. And then they have a code for you to scan in case there's any upgrades. But it's by Melissa Gilbert. That's her first name, Melissa Gilbert. Her full name, her real name. Known fondly as Laura Ingalls Wilder. So this is it. This is the back. And this is how beautiful the quilt is. Let's see. This bow is just everything, but I'm gonna open it. So it is magnetic. You can't see this, but it is magnetic. Oh, let me just do this. Let me tighten this. Okay. Look at these. Let me see. Can you see that better? I'm gonna get a ring light so that I can have better lighting in here because there's no windows in this apartment except for the sliding window, which is over that way. Look at this. Look at how this is just so nice the way they packaged it. All the different fabrics. So pretty. I don't want to mess it up. Let's see. This is all the same. No, it's not. Look at that. And I saw that some people, like on Shabby Fabrics, they have this kit too. You can't get it anymore. It's actually sold out. The reservations are sold out. But Happy Little Stitch Shop still has more. This is what they're using for the backing, a lot of people. And I think that's just so pretty. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh. So this is a ton of fabric. Can you see? Let me move out of the light. I don't know if you can see, but it's really, really pretty. They're really, really gorgeous. Purples and browns and tans and creamy, like mustard yellow and like argyle looking colors and deep plums and lavenders. And here's another, okay, I'm trying to figure this out here. Here we go. There's that. Look at these. And they create like this ombre look of fade in and fade out in the quilt. And I haven't made a log cabin quilt before. I made a rail fence quilt, a really big one when I first learned how to quilt, not realizing what I was doing. You know, you just jump in. If you don't know, you don't know. I did a lot of complicated quilts when I first learned because nobody told me they were complicated. I just know what I like, and when I like it, I want to make it. Okay, this is another one, kind of like that one. Can you see that? I like this one. It's all the fall colors. Fall is my vibe. Everything slows down. The rain washes all the stuff away. The only thing I don't like is people think you can drive the same in the rain, that you got to be more aware of slick roads and things like that. All right. And here's the creamy background. It's like it's not a white, it's maybe a pale white or an off white, but it's creamy, it's yummy, it's fall. So yeah. Can you see? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to push this back now. Okay, there we go. Can you see that? Can you see the color differences? I'm trying to get the light. You can look this up online too to see pictures, but this quilt it ends up being an 84 inches by 100 inches, so it's quite big. Yeah, so that's it for now. Just starting to get back into the groove of doing my videos. I have some my Missouri Star Quilt Company advent, and I also have a Stitchy advent and a different quilt advent that's only 12 days, and I think it's by Bella Rose Quilts. So I'll be doing all of that in December. I might do some decorating videos. I might do some sew with me's. I want to get more involved with the videos, doing the videos. I do have a quilt retreat video that I want to post. However, I am not an editor. I don't understand all of that. So I'm trying to learn how to collaborate pictures and videos into one so that I can post it. And it was a quilt retreat that we went on in August in Utah at the Quilters Lodge, I think is what it's called, the Quilters Lodge. It was amazing. That quilt shop was amazing. The workers were wonderful. The rooms were fabulous. The kitchen, everything about it was amazing. The only thing I didn't do, and I said I was going to, was do a tour of the shop. And I was so involved and so excited and so happy about all the things that I didn't have a chance to do that. So when I go back, because I am going to go back, when I go back, I will do that video. But really quick, I forgot. So when I was there was a quilt. When I was at the Quilters Lodge in Utah at the retreat, there was a quilt on the last day up on the wall, and this was it. And it was so big and so beautiful. If you can't tell, I have a color that I like. I have a blend that I like. And this was actually a block of the month, and they said, we're doing block 1. Do you want to join? We can give you block 1 now. So I did, and I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll show it when I finish a couple blocks. But that block right there that my finger's on is block number 1, and you had to make 4 of those. So that was fun. This haberdashery sampler, and I don't really care much for samplers, I thought, but I feel like the Alice Caroline is kind of a sampler, right? It's the different things, and this is kind of a sampler. This part of it is applique. So these are blocks. A lot of it is just blocks, but there are a couple of applique. Nothing complicated, and I think I'm going to do raw edge on this too because it looks a little bit vintage. So I think that would be nice, a nice vintage touch. This quilt ends up being 91 by 91. Oh, here's some of the fabrics. This is some leftover from what I cut to make the blocks, but they're also beautiful. It kind of reminds me of like French General fabrics. So all the things. I'm also trying to finish my block of the month with, what is it called? Blah, 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 blah. Fat Quarter Shop. I have one from 2023, which is next to that one over there. It's the blue, I think it's Camille Ross Kelly fabric. And then 2024, I don't even think I made one block of that one yet. So my goal is to get all my block of the months done before I join another block of the month. YouTube is hard because it shows you all, it talks about all, and you want to do all. And so I'm like, ooh, that, ooh, that, ooh, that. And I need to finish. I need to finish so that I have room for more fabrics, and then I can be excited and actually stay on task with the block of the months as they come. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. It's so good to be back on YouTube, and I look forward to talking with you guys. Like, subscribe, comment, let's talk. What are you working on? Are you part of any block of the months? Do you know of any coming up that you're excited about that you will share? Not necessarily for me, because I need to not, but maybe you'll help me learn restraint. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Happy fall, y'all.